As Israeli military operations persist in the Gaza Strip, the humanitarian situation in the region has reached a critical point, with dire consequences for the population. The continuous violence, destruction, and loss of life are creating a mounting tragedy that calls for immediate international attention and action.
They want to depopulate the Gaza Strip completely from the entire population and throw them in the lap of Egypt in the Sinai Desert.
The people of Gaza are enduring immense suffering, and the situation is rapidly becoming an unprecedented tragedy. The international community has expressed deep concerns over the deteriorating situation in Gaza.
The current siege imposed on Gaza is collective punishment. 2 weeks of full siege followed by the trickle of aid last week mean that basic services are crumbling, medicine is running out, food and water are running out, fuel is running out. The streets of Gaza have started overflowing with sewage, which will cause a massive health hazard very soon.
Calls for an immediate ceasefire and the protection of civilians have been issued by world leaders, humanitarian organizations, and the United Nations. There is a growing consensus that the violence must end to prevent further loss of life and alleviate the humanitarian crisis.
While our eyes have been trained on Gaza, the occupied West Bank has not been spared from violence either. Israeli settlers are escalating their attacks against Palestinian civilians and forcing their displacement. These attacks must be prevented by the State of Israel. Across the region, there have been several credible warnings of a wider escalation. The drums of war are beating.
Colleagues, the United States is also deeply concerned by the significant uptick in violence against Palestinian civilians in the West Bank. We condemn the killings of Palestinian civilians, and we urge Israel to prevent these attacks, working with the Palestinian Authority.